The lights inside the AGT theater were bright, but behind the stage, a tiny girl stood quietly, holding the microphone with both hands. She was small for her age, wearing a simple dress, her hair neatly tied back. She didn't look like someone about to change her life in the next few minutes. She looked like any ordinary Filipino child with a big dream and a nervous smile. Her name was announced, and as she walked onto the stage, the audience gave her a warm but curious applause. The judges leaned forward in their chairs. They had seen thousands of contestants from all over the world. Singers, dancers, magicians, comedians. Many were good. Some were great. A few were unforgettable. No one expected that this little girl, barely tall enough to reach the microphone stand, would soon silence the entire room. Simon Cowell asked her how old she was. Her voice was soft as she answered. When asked where she was from, she proudly said the Philippines. She spoke about her family, her love for singing, and how music helped her express feelings she couldn't put into words. There was innocence in her eyes, but also something deeper, something heavy for such a young soul. When Simon asked why she chose to audition, her answer made the room quieter. She spoke about singing for her parents, for her family back home, and for every child who dreams of being heard. There was no drama in her words, no rehearsed speech. Just honesty. The judges exchanged glances, sensing that this was going to be special. Then the music started. The first note came out, and everything changed. It wasn't just good. It wasn't just impressive for her age. It was emotional, raw, and powerful. Her voice carried pain, hope, and love all at once. The kind of voice that doesn't just reach your ears, but goes straight to your heart. The audience stopped breathing. People who were smiling seconds ago now had tears in their eyes. As she continued singing, the camera caught reactions from the judges. One judge covered her mouth in disbelief. Another slowly shook his head, as if trying to understand how such a big voice could come from such a small person. Simon Cowell, known for his tough criticism, sat completely still, his eyes locked on the stage. Every lyric felt personal. Every note felt like a story. You could feel the struggles, the dreams, the quiet strength behind her performance. It was as if she wasn't just singing a song. She was sharing her life. Halfway through the performance, the audience began to clap softly, not wanting to interrupt the magic but unable to hold back their emotions. Some people stood up. Others wiped their eyes. The energy in the room was electric yet fragile. Like everyone was afraid that even a loud breath might break the moment. As the song reached its climax, her voice soared. It filled the theater, strong and fearless. In that moment, she wasn't a little girl anymore. She was an artist, a storyteller, a star. When the final note faded, there was a brief second of silence. Then the entire theater erupted. A massive standing ovation. Cheers echoed from every corner. People screamed, clapped, and cried all at once. The little girl stood there, overwhelmed, her hands shaking, her eyes wide as she tried to understand what was happening. The judges stood up too. One judge spoke first, struggling to find the right words. She talked about how rare it is to feel something so deeply from a performance, especially from someone so young. Another judge praised her bravery, her control, and the emotion in her voice, saying this was a performance people would remember for years. Then Simon Cowell picked up his microphone. The crowd went quiet again. Simon admitted that he didn't know what to expect when she walked on stage, but what he heard completely blew him away. He talked about how singing is not just about hitting the right notes, but about making people feel something. And she had done exactly that. He said moments like this are the reason this show exists. The little girl nodded, tears rolling down her cheeks. Then something incredible happened. One of the judges stood up, smiled, and slowly walked toward the golden buzzer. The audience gasped. The girl's eyes widened in shock. The judge spoke about believing in her talent, her future, and her ability to inspire millions of people around the world. And then, the buzzer was pressed. Golden confetti exploded from above, raining down like a dream come true. The crowd screamed louder than ever. The music swelled. The little girl broke down in tears, covering her face as the realization hit her. She was going straight to the live shows. The judge ran onto the stage and hugged her. The other judges followed. The audience chanted and clapped, celebrating not just a performance, but a life-changing moment. As the confetti fell, the camera caught her smiling through her tears, looking up at the lights, as if thanking God, her family, and everyone who believed in her. In that moment, she wasn't just representing herself. She was representing her country, her culture, and every child with a dream bigger than their circumstances. This performance quickly went viral. Millions of people around the world watched and rewatched the video. Comments poured in, praising her voice, her courage, and the emotion she brought to the stage. People called her an angel, a miracle, a future legend. But beyond the views and the fame, what truly mattered was the message. That talent has no age. That dreams can come from anywhere. And that sometimes, the smallest voices carry the biggest impact. This little Filipino girl didn't just earn a golden buzzer. She earned the hearts of millions. And her journey is only just beginning. If this story touched you, inspired you, or brought tears to your eyes, make sure to show your support. Because moments like this remind us all to believe, to dream, and to never give up.